was quaked before.
It was something actually very special. I had never imagined having a daughter. I just felt like I was meant to be a boy mom. So, getting acclimated to that idea and then that adjustment, it just, it was exciting.
Everybody grieves different, and between the two of us, we knew that. We knew each other's personality of how we were going to get through it.
Then when I woke up, it was a very hard delivery. He was breech birth, over 10 pounds, and that's what the nurse had said.
So for the longest time in my mind, it was my body that killed my daughter. And that's something that has taken a long time for me to be able to say out loud. And it wasn't my fault.
Nobody brought the baby in. And then it was, I would say maybe 2 hours after he was born, the doctor come in and told me that Brian didn't make it. The cord had wrapped around his neck and choked him 1 hour before he was born.
When Josephine passed away, her doctor came back to the room with us and she said, "You're going to grieve differently." And she repeated it often and she said it quite sternly, and I thought she was crazy at the time, but I really understand now, a year out. We do grieve differently, and we just have to respect that in each other.
The grieving doesn't stop. I know most are like, it's been a year, you need to move on. It's not something you just move on, it's something you learn to cope and go day to day with.
For me, my experience was some people I found were comforting, they would talk about it with me, but a lot of people wouldn't. They didn't want to mention it. They didn't want to mention my babies because they thought it would make me sad. And truthfully, it doesn't make me sad. It might make me cry, but it doesn't make me sad. I liked knowing that people recognized they were there. I lost the first one at 7 weeks and the second one at 8 weeks, so I wasn't very far along. But it helps to know that people recognize it.
For me, and I'm not sure if everyone is this way, but a lot of tangible objects help me. I paint my toenails pink and purple since the girls have passed away. A butterfly symbol has come to have a lot of meaning for us. But when I was in the trenches of those moments, little things like a blanket or a little scent cloth or a bear that had been with my daughters was so important to me because it was something tangible that after we buried them, I could still have with me.
I guess they just figured that since the baby didn't live, I didn't need to hold it, but you need to hold that baby. You need to tell it goodbye, anything.
And I still have my moments where I just break down, I cry.
The pain don't go away.
And I allow myself those moments. A lot of people, they try to internalize it, but you have to allow yourself those moments just to kind of break down and mourn.
All that I could say is one day in heaven I'll see him and hold him again.
But yeah, I just have those moments and then I can pick myself back up again, and I have a trust in God that I know those babies are with him and then I will see them one day.
For me and for most of the people who have been in the situation that I have talked to, the worst thing to say is, this happened for a reason. Because while it might make others feel comfortable, I feel like it's something that makes the person who's saying it feel more comfortable than those who are receiving it. Because there's no good reason our children aren't here with us. There will never be a good reason for it.
How are you doing? That's helped me a lot. I've heard of other people that don't like that question, but as I've grieved, that gives me the opportunity. If I want to speak about what's happening, I can. And if I want to say, oh, I'm fine, I'm doing well, then that's all right too.
The best thing that we could have been told is to stick together. Stick to the ones you have close. Hold on to the child that we do have, because some aren't fortunate to have that much. And that's what we stick to daily.
I know my husband's mentioned that he wants to adopt at least 2 babies since we've lost 2, so he wants to give 2 babies a chance.
And so from this point forward, we're trying to live it day by day and not be scared to try pregnancy again.
and being able to just speak up and to share the realness, I feel like it just helps people who have no clue just realize that this happens, and it happens way more than you could possibly think. If you can't say, just simply being there, being with somebody in that dark place with them can be just as comforting as anything.
Through it all, it is well, Lord. And through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me.